Well, of course, we know a lot of your 4th of July celebrations will include setting off fireworks yourself, but it can be dangerous, and sometimes you may not be setting off fireworks legally either. So with some tips on staying safe and staying within the line of the law, we're pleased to welcome today Battalion Chief Marshall Griggs with the Lexington Fire Department and also Sergeant Clayton Roberts with Lexington Division of Police. Thank you both so much for being with us.
Thank you.
This is something that a lot of people plan for a long time. They go out and get all their fireworks and ready to do their own show at home. But it's really important to make sure you have a safety plan in place too, right?
Absolutely. This year more than ever, the clearances are so important, making sure you have a safe distance, making sure that you don't leave fireworks with children. That's one of the reasons we brought little Tommy with us here. He's
you may recognize the face.
all the way from Peoria. What we did is we used this as just a visual example of how dangerous even a sparkler can be. Something so simple in the hands of a small child. If they touch themselves, put them up against themselves, they're going to have significant burns and injuries, and we just want to avoid that this year if at all possible.
And kids really don't know. I mean, that can be a foreign concept to them. They don't know how to react. They may grab the wrong part or jump back or drop a sparkler.
And people think of sparklers as being safe, and they can be if they're used responsibly, but giving them to small children is a bad plan. So only adults, and make sure you never leave your children unsupervised with fireworks.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to turn into Tommy's situation
That's
here.
Right.
Not good at all. You're seeing some video from one of those demonstrations as well of just how quickly things can become dangerous. Now, something that's also important this year is that some of our laws have kind of changed with what's allowed and what's not. And what are some of the basic things people need to know if they're still buying fireworks or wondering if what they have is legal?
Most everything that previously could be purchased outside the state is now legal. The maximum size for the aerial mortars people are pretty familiar with is 1 3/4 inches. So anything bigger than that would be illegal under the new law. The firecrackers, bottle rockets, those things are legal now that they weren't previously legal. Those are allowable. A couple of things that we really want people to remember this year is that you need to be 18 or above to set off the things that go up in the air and have report, other than sparklers and whatnot. You need to be at least 200 feet away from other people, buildings, and cars. So keep a really good distance away from those things. And the final thing is recognizing that the fireworks still fall under the noise ordinance. So after 11 p.m., even though the fireworks may be legal, setting them off creating noise is not. So we ask people to really be courteous to other people and bear that in mind.
Well, as somebody who has to be at work at 4 in the morning on July 5th, I will echo that sentiment that after 11, I may be calling you if my neighbors aren't following those rules. But, we kind of joke, but it is serious. And as he mentioned, with allowing more things in our state now, that's even more reason to be more cautious.
Absolutely. That's one of the reasons we've tried to be so proactive and get out in front of this and make sure folks are reading the labels, make sure they're following those directions, make sure they know what they're buying before they buy it, because some of these things are new to the area. And, again, keep a safe distance, make sure you got a stable area, and don't let kids have them.
And water nearby, of course.
A bucket of water handy at all times, not only in case there's an emergency, but just to dampen or wet anything that's being used, any of those fireworks that are after they're done, soak them before you throw them away.
Well, great information, gentlemen. Thank you both so much for being with us,
Thank you.
Hopefully you'll take those tips and have a safe 4th of July weekend. We'll be right back.